York, and Kelsey Plum blows the lid off the joint, letting us all in on a small secret. Team Clark, they had no idea what was awaiting them walking into that locker room come WNBA.
WNBA All-Star Game was expected to be a defining moment for the league, a showcase of how far women's basketball has come and where it is headed next, especially with unprecedented media attention and fan interest surrounding the event. Instead of being remembered for elite competition and
powerful moment, we didn't, at least as players, we didn't know that was going to happen. So I think it was kind of like a genuine surprise, but the t-shirt, just united front was determined this morning, that we had a meeting for. And, not to tattletale, but 0 members of Team Clark were.
The weekend became overshadowed by post-game controversy that sparked debate across social media and sports media platforms alike. Clip 2. Before the game even tipped off, WNBA players made a
Kelsey Plum was at the All-Star Game in Indianapolis. She made quite a scene, bruh. This time, at the conclusion of the game, I was one of the first people to break the story about her actually making comments about Caitlin Clark's team not being at this meeting for the CBA negotiations. Now, we know the WNBA All-Stars came out with these t-shirts, pay us what...
By wearing "Pay Us What You Owe Us" shirts, meant to highlight collective bargaining negotiations and ongoing discussions about salaries, revenue sharing, and working conditions. The message was
Agumake, Women's National Basketball Players Association president. Brianna Stewart, vice president. And Nafisa Collier. All on opposing teams from Team Clark. How does it work out that the 3 biggest players in the Players Association had an idea about wearing a "Pay Us What You Owe Us" t-shirt, make this decision last minute that this is what the players will do? Team Clark somehow isn't present
wide front and demonstrate that players across teams were aligned on the future of the league. Clip 3. This moment of activism was supposed to reinforce solidarity, showing fans and league officials that despite
it was kind of like a genuine surprise, but the t-shirt, just united front was determined this morning, that we had a meeting for. And, not to tattletale, but 0 members of Team Clark were very present for that. But no, we were just, we had a very, that really needed to be mentioned. I'm trying to make a...
Players stood together when it came to advocating for better treatment and long-term sustainability of the WNBA. It was a moment designed to strengthen trust, unity, and shared purpose. Clip 4.
These WNBA players, they get more unlikable every day. And the blatant jealousy, the blatant hatred towards Caitlin Clark is, it's obvious. They don't even try to hide it. We got Kelsey Plum talking about these pathetic shirts that they wore out onto the court. And I'm going to tell you, these players all put these shirts on. And like I said in a couple of previous videos, that backfired.
Conference, Kelsey Plum began explaining how the decision to wear the shirts came together earlier that same morning during a players' meeting. Her initial comments framed the situation as spontaneous and collaborative.
Going on. Caitlin Clark, she was officially ruled out before all of these things. And look at the news that dropped. This is wild. WNBA All-Star Weekend is supposed to be the star of all stars. All the big dogs is out. A'ja Wilson, Sabrina Ionescu, Brianna Stewart, everybody's out. The big dogs are out. You got the rookie, you got Angel Reese, Miss Me Too. All of the stars are here. And look at this news. The get-in price for the WNBA All-Star Game in Indianapolis has dropped 48% from $121 to just $64 after news broke that Caitlin Clark won.
That the idea developed quickly and was supported by those in attendance. Clip 5. However, the tone of the conversation changed dramatically when Plum added, "Not to tattletale, but 0 members..."
Well, would you look at that? prices for the WNBA All-Star Game have plummeted 49% after Caitlin Clark was ruled out due to injury. Per TikTok. I can't say that I'm surprised by this at all. I mean, no matter how much you love her or hate her, Caitlin Clark is the face of the WNBA. When she goes, the ratings go. Simply put.
For that meeting. A remark that immediately caught reporters, players, and viewers off guard and shifted the focus away from the intended message of unity. Clip 6. The room went noticeably
last and latest being this viral Kelsey Plum dig, if you will. And I was in the room for this. It did strike me as very odd in the moment when she said what she said. I wrote it off as kind of awkward, but let me play it for you again, and then I'll respond after the fact. This is what Kelsey Plum said about the t-shirts, and you can, Sabrina Ionescu
meant, as it became clear that Team Clark had just been publicly singled out without being present to offer context or clarification, creating an awkward moment that felt unnecessary and
To
avoidable.
me, I thought that was a little dig at Caitlin. A lot of people definitely thought so. Now, we know Caitlin Clark is a Nike athlete. She's with Nike. And guess who had to pull up to the Nike party? None other than Sabrina Ionescu. None other than Kelsey Plum. My bad, y'all. None other than Kelsey Plum, bruh. Caitlin Clark commented on her picture. Thank you for the Nike.
7. What made the situation even more uncomfortable was the fact that Sabrina Ionescu, a representative of Team Clark and one of Caitlin Clark's most vocal supporters, was seated right next to Plum during the press conference.
Now 27 years, 26 years, however long, it ain't never turned a profit. Again, they're about to make more money. They are. The media rights deal, which is where all the money is about to push salaries higher. All right? I think what a lot of people really are sick of is they're sick of the activism part of it, which is what the other night was. Let's go out and show solidarity in protest kind of crap. And sports fans are like, oh, I'm here for the...
In the middle of the tension. Clip 8. Ionescu's reaction was subtle but telling, relying on body language and facial expressions rather than confrontation.
What Kelsey Plum said, I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt, and that she was attempting to have some trash talk there. She had taken a shot at Team Caitlin Clark and how much better Team Collier was earlier in the game, and not associate that directly with Caitlin Clark. One, because of the delivery and the awkwardness involved there, and her saying she's trying to lighten the mood. So I think that's what that was supposed to be, but it was completely unnecessary. Didn't need to be said, and certainly, putting it out there publicly doesn't
comment while maintaining professionalism and preventing the situation from escalating further in front of the media. Clip 9. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark herself was not even able to participate in the All-Star Game due to a groin.
The people who don't believe in the CC effect, my precious CC, y'all ticket sales went from $262 to $121 to $64 to get in at the door. That is horrible. It decreased by 48%. You hear me? That is wild. So for all the ones who be hating on my precious CC, understand the Caitlin Clark effect is real. The CC effect is real. My precious CC is real. You hear me? Y'all need to put some respect on her name. That's wild, huh? We only wanted to see my precious CC, not nobody else.
Out what should have been a special home showcase in Indianapolis, where fan excitement had been built largely around her presence. Clip 10. Clark's absence had immediate consequences, as ticket prices for the All-Star Game.
Kelsey Plum did reply to this. No, she didn't. Kelsey Plum did not reply. So CC definitely fired back, man. So, a lot of posts is coming from this weekend. This is another post. So here you go, Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey Plum. So Kelsey Plum let it be known she's with Under Armour. Thank you to my Under Armour team for making Plumberry come to life. That is funny, bro.
48% after news broke that she would not be playing, a striking indicator of how much fan interest and demand are tied to her involvement. Clip 11. Television viewership data reinforces the same conclusion, with nationally